Welcome to Series 3 of Sensitive Changemakers, the podcast for ambitious HSPs and introverts. So if you're a sensitive, introverted coach, therapist, creative, or service provider with big dreams, you're in the right place. I'm your host, Kate Carter, a fellow HSP and introvert who understands the unique challenges and incredible strengths we bring to the table. In this space, I'm here to help you embrace your sensitivity, release the anxiety and self-doubt that may be holding you back, and build the confidence to create success on your terms. If you're ready to step into your quiet power, align your business with your true self, and live a life of intention, purpose, and authenticity, then this is for you. Let's dive in. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sensitive Changemakers. I hope, as always, this episode finds you well. If you are new, hi, I'm Kate, and today we're going to be diving into a topic that I know so many of you have wrestled with, and myself included. This is the paradox of being the good girl and staying true to yourself while building a successful business. For so long, I thought that being a good person in business meant being everything to everyone. And maybe you feel this too. As sensitive souls, we're naturally attuned to what others need. We pick up on their energy, their feelings, and their desires. We want to help, to heal, to solve, and to serve. But here's what I found. When we're constantly shifting to meet the needs of others, we risk losing sight of who we are and what we truly stand for. I went through a phase, and to be quite honest, it was years, this phase. It wasn't a short phase, where I would change my prices, I would tweak my offers, I'd reshape my services to fit what people asked of me. And this came up recently where I'm going to be speaking at an event in December, and I suddenly thought, oh, does my social media reflect what I'm going to be talking about at that event? And it's the first time in my business, bearing in mind that I've been around since 2018, it's the first time where I just really sat back and thought, I don't need it to all match. What I'm talking about in that event is a huge part of what I do in my business, but I don't need to please everyone. Like, there is going to be a purpose for me talking at that event, and there's going to be a purpose to what I talk about in my podcast or what I talk about in my social media. It is like all of the facets of me, all of the facets of my business. And it was the first time where I just really thought, I don't need to reshape anything here. I don't need to shift anything or change anything. It really did come from a genuine place of wanting to help. But like I said, I eventually just really grounded into the fact that I didn't need to be everything to everyone, and I didn't need to keep reshaping. At the start of my business, I'd say for the good first sort of 2-3 years, it was a case of I didn't know who I wanted to be in business, and I didn't know what I wanted to stand for. And so I felt completely lost. I was using my audience and my clients to guide me. And while that can be really useful, because obviously you want that feedback from them, there was no groundedness in me, or there was no part of me that was standing true to who I wanted to be. It was all about bending and changing and shifting my services to please my audience. I hope that makes sense. The difference between getting feedback from your clients and getting that kind of market research from them to kind of double down on your messaging, or to understand what words and language they use to best write that content for them, as opposed to completely changing yourself and shifting everything of your business to meet that audience needs. I hope that makes sense. And if you feel this way too, you may have found yourself completely exhausted, drained, and questioning whether this path is truly right for you, because you're doing everything you can to be good for everyone else, but somehow you feel further from your own truth. And I bet there's a lot of frustration there about, I can't see the consistency, or I can't see the momentum gathering here. It just feels very stagnant. So today I want to share a powerful realization I had. And it's one that has completely shifted the way I view my business and my role within it. And I think it could be a game changer for you too. And as I said, this is such a long or was such a long process for me. And I'm hoping me sharing it with you means that it's not going to be a long process for you. I really hope this is going to be one of those moments where you do have a bit of an aha moment and you think, I don't have to do it like Kate did for so many years. So here it is. You can be a good person and still stand firm in who you are. In fact, the more true to yourself you are, the more powerful and impactful your business becomes. Now, I've seen that in every facet of my business over the last, I'd say especially the last year. I've had more positive feedback from my audience, just generally through social media. I've had better engagement. I have had more people reaching out, more referrals. So it really does have a knock-on effect. It might sound simple, but I also know how complicated this can be. And I know that. And I'm smiling and laughing to myself because, as I said, I know how many years I was stuck in this phase. And as heart-centered entrepreneurs, as sensitive entrepreneurs, we have this deep-rooted desire to care for others and to serve. But when we focus so much on being good, that we start bending over backward, we end up diluting our energy and our message. We start questioning our worth, our value, and even our own purpose. And let's be real here. No one can build a successful, sustainable, aligned business from a place of doubt and exhaustion. It might get you started, but it's just not sustainable. You are going to burn out and you're going to completely doubt yourself at every turn because you're basing your whole entire business on what other people need all of the time. And like I said, I hope you get the kind of fine line between using that in a really purposeful, sustainable way, like getting that feedback, and flipping it too far and doing everything for your audience and not really feeling aligned or grounded in that at all. And one of the truths I think I needed to hear for so long was you don't have to be everything for everyone. And it's sneaky because on the surface, I felt like I knew this. But I think if I was really honest with myself on a more subconscious basis, I don't think I did. So I want to kind of reassure you, you can be a good person. You can still be that good person without compromising who you are. In fact, I would say when you hold firm in your truth, when you set your boundaries, and we've talked about like those gentle boundaries, they can be adaptable, they can be flexible, they don't need to be harsh boundaries. But when you have those boundaries set, when you stand by your values and you really understand who you are and what you want to stand for, and you stay true to your authentic self, you actually serve your clients better. And this is why it's such an important part of when I work with clients now, that we do talk about those strengths, we do talk about those values, we do talk about what you want to stand for, because it's so important to have that groundedness before you then start going into market research and putting your offers out there and getting that feedback. The world doesn't need a version of you that's molded to fit everyone else's expectations. It needs you, your unique essence, your vision, and your truth. And when you start showing up that way, something I think amazing happens. You start to attract the right people. Like I was saying before, you start to get that engagement, you start to see that momentum. You start to see people who truly value you, who aren't just looking for, I think what I very much found for so many years were people coming to me who wanted me to fix them, who wanted me to give them that magic pill, who wanted me to give them that secret. And that isn't at the basis of what I do. The basis of what I do is empowering you to know that information for yourself, to find that in yourself. I am all about really supporting you in getting to know your truth and your values and your groundedness, because I know I'm getting we're so passionate, but I know that makes such a difference, not just in business, but in life. Like really having that deep understanding of yourself. If I try to go into every client's business and try to fix it or try to fix them, I'm not doing any long-lasting good. I am literally just supporting them and put a plaster over something. I'm teaching them that you can't handle this. You need support. You need somebody to fix it for you. That isn't my message. My message is, let me dig a little bit deeper with you. Let me find that truth within you. Let me find that groundedness within you. So you've got that whenever you need it. So you can weather any storm. You can weather those highs and those lows and know that you can always get to neutral. So you can see your business neutrally. So you can see, right, that needs moving, that needs changing, I need to tweak this, rather than I need to burn the whole thing down to the ground and start again. Hope that makes sense. And I really want you guys to know that you will find those people who start to see you as you. They start to see you as their go-to person. And you become this beacon of light for the right clients, the ones who don't question your worth or ask you to change to fit them. They know what you stand for and they're drawn to it. And that, my friend, is how you build a business that feels sustainable, aligned, and deeply fulfilling. I'm not saying it's always easy. We've always got those highs and those lows. But like I was saying before, you feel grounded, and you're also able to regulate your nervous system, stop bending over backwards for everyone, and really get to the point where things are neutral. That neutrality is such an important part. So if you're listening right now and you feel torn between being a good girl and staying true to yourself, I want you to know that it's actually possible to do both. It's not about choosing one or the other. It's about redefining what being good means to you. It's about realizing that the most powerful and positive thing you can do for your business and your clients is to honor you and to honor your truth. And I really want to say that again, because I think it's such an important part. The best thing you can do for your business and your clients is to honor your truth. That doesn't mean you stop caring or you stop wanting to help. It means you become even more intentional with your energy. You show up in a way that's sustainable for you, and in turn, that serves your community at the highest level. So I'm going to give you an example here. It means taking a step back and getting really, really clear on who you are and what you stand for in your business. Like I said, that is I would say one of the initial conversations I have with clients. And then you can start to see things through that lens. You can start to say to yourself, if you're feeling like the urge to shift or bend or change something in your business, you can actually ask yourself, is this in alignment with my truth? And if the answer is no, you can give yourself that permission to hold your ground in a gentle, loving way. And remember, you can say no or set a boundary and still be a kind, compassionate person. Like I've said to you before, I really do love that question of, if I say yes to this, what am I saying no to? So if I'm saying yes to changing my price for this person, if I'm saying yes to changing my offer or changing the way that I work for this one person, what does that mean I'm saying no to? I'm saying no to being more aligned in my business. I'm saying no to feeling grounded in my business. I might be saying no to a beautiful group of really beautifully fit clients. So I really just want you to see that lens, asking yourself, is this in alignment with my truth? I hope that really helps. I'm going to just pause there because I think it's so important just to have that question in your mind and to know what it means if you say yes to that or if you say no to that. And so I say to all of you from a place of love, so, so much love, know that your sensitivity is not a weakness, it's your superpower. It's what makes you deeply connected and heart-centered. But let that sensitivity guide you toward alignment and groundedness and not away from it. Let it be a compass for who you truly are, and trust that when you show up in that way, when you show up authentically, you'll create a ripple effect of clarity, purpose, and fulfillment, not just for yourself, but for those you're meant to serve. If this episode resonates with you, I'd love you to share it or to leave a review. Drop me a DM to let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you so, so much for tuning in, allowing me to be part of your journey towards a more aligned and authentic business. I'm sending you so much love, guys. This has been one that's been sat in my heart for quite a while, so I hope it rings true for you as well. Keep honoring your truth, stay grounded, and remember, you really do have this. And I'll be back next week with another episode. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. If you have any takeaways or any questions, please do reach out to me either through Instagram, LinkedIn or Facebook at Kate Carter Coaching, or you can email me at kate@katecarter.co.uk. I would always love to hear your feedback and the things that you have taken from the podcast. If you know of any other highly sensitive people, then please do share this so that I can reach more and support more highly sensitive people to embrace their strengths and gifts. As a thank you, I will pick a winner every month for a free 50-minute coaching session with me. Thank you so much.